So we're always trying to look at new items for the general concessions. This year we kind of took a cultural approach. So we've got something as simple as a Korean bulgogi bowl, which is not something you'll find in a normal stadium. We've got a really authentic cochinita pibil nacho, so a really slow braised marinated pork shoulder, again kind of elevated, and then something as simple as just a really great meatball. So known as meatball, is just a giant meatball on a bed of mashed potatoes. So kind of looking at different cultures and kind of asking ourselves, what can stadium food be? It doesn't have to just be hot dogs and brats. Easily 6 months, probably the better part of a year. So probably by the third or fourth game this year, we'll have an idea of what's working and what the fans are really receptive to, and we'll already start looking for next year. How do we change it? What can we do differently? We're always looking for fan feedback on what they like and what they want to see. So we'll start next year's process probably in early October. You know, we look at a lot of other venues. We look at, market trends, what folks are eating. What's popular in a restaurant might also be popular here. People's tastes are always changing, so we're kind of focusing on that and trying to accommodate the ever-growing demand for variety in a stadium. It's definitely something we see where folks get here right at gates. And the one thing that I always encourage is don't go straight to your seat. Go wander around the concourses, go to a different level that you maybe haven't been on, because we have different stuff everywhere. And then, by the time you get back to your seat and you're in a familiar area, maybe that's when you grab a hot dog or a brat or a box of popcorn, and have something familiar, maybe at halftime. So yeah, get here early, try some new things. And if you come back for another game, try something else, because there's a lot of options here. Yeah, so a lot of these we will spread throughout general concessions. They're not all necessarily in the same spot. But again, as you explore the stadium, you'll find different things. So depending on where you are, we'll have different stands that are kind of themed. So over on the east side is a good example. We've got a really great taco stand, and they're doing really awesome nachos, tacos, street corn, things like that. It's the only place in the stadium you can find it, but it's open to everybody and anybody can access it. I personally have a favorite. I think the bulgogi bowl is really cool. I think it's something that I'd eat in a restaurant. I'd eat it for dinner. It's not something I'd expect to have in a stadium. So I think that's kind of fun and different. I'm really excited about our hot dogs. The Wisconsin dog, Badger dog, is phenomenal. So that's kind of a cool take with a beer cheese sauce on it. It's not something you see every day on a hot dog. So yeah, those are probably some of my favorites.